Oh my god, what on earth is coming to Infinity Nikki? They just dropped a short teaser ahead of the bigger reveal during the livestream on the 20th for the Flower Flame Carnival. And there's fireworks, giant balloons, a gorgeous pier with the floating lanterns that we were teased previously, a carousel, and what looks like a brand new region. I mean, the official description from the news post on the Chinese Infinity Nikki site, which is not currently on the infold/global version, reads, "The Flower Flame Carnival is about to open, and a special line has been opened at the Flower Wish Town Pier, and the destination is the Fairy Tale Islands, full of love and courage. An elegant pleasure boat is about to visit. Could it be the fleet that is famous in the miracle continent known as cloud sails on the water and fairy music?" And sorry if there's anything wrong in there, as usual I am relying heavily on Google Translate. So clearly we're going to be going to an island, or islands, as it does say Fairy Tale Islands, plural, ones that are usually inaccessible to us, and we'll be using this new pleasure boat that docks in Flower Wish to get there. I'm pretty sure I've even found the exact location already. What we don't know right now is whether this is a temporary region being added just for a limited amount of time, or whether it's permanent. And I keep saying region, I'm not sure if that's even the right term given it's not nearly as big as Wishfield. From the short view that we have in the video, it seems more in line or even smaller than the sub-regions like Flora Wish and Breezy Meadow. Also, I might be clutching at straws here, but if you recall, during the Worldview trailer where we got a glimpse of what's to come, a balloon did come up specifically when they mentioned small regions. At least it looks like a balloon to me, and not quite like the tiny ones that we've already seen around Flora Wish. It actually looks like the statue of the balloon that we see later in the teaser, and maybe I should have led with this. Is this not the exact same balloon right there? They quite literally told us it was coming and I didn't notice, so I'm gonna go back and analyze the rest of that video at some point, I promise. I've also seen other stylists hoping that the home on the cloud implies that homes and decorating is coming with this update, and I'm sorry to burst any bubbles and be a little bit negative, but that's clearly the Stylist Guild, not Nikki's home that had been teased in the previous trailers. Though the devs have said it's coming sooner rather than later though, so if it's not in this update, maybe it's the next. Also, before we move away from this screen, you'll notice a few of the big flower buds that blow wind that you typically see in the abandoned district. If I had to guess, this could be another jumping puzzle type challenge where you use your flower ability to fly from balloon to balloon, or it could be a whole new, I don't know what to call them, dungeon? In other games I would class them as dungeons, but there's nothing dungeony about Timmy's Beauty Lab. Whatever, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. There's also quite a dramatic change between the balloons in the first clips compared to this scene with the puppy and the bunnies. I think I spent way too long trying to work out the angle change from this scene to this scene. You can see the pink tree in the distance with the wreckage out front, so I do believe we are looking at the same island, but yeah, clearly the balloons have changed. I also thought that I might be able to work out the location of the island, and what's interesting is this one that we see in the background from the pleasure boat pier does have that little river running through it, but it's clearly not as built up. I'm not saying that it's not it, but you also can't see the castle from here, or any of Flora Wish, so perhaps we're actually going to be going to one of the areas covered by fog at the moment. Maybe it's just a waste of time right now looking for a matching mountain range when it seems like we might be on the other side of one, or it's going to be added with the update. You'll also notice that there aren't any of the Chinese flame flowers that I showed you in my last video, but we do have some candlelit lanterns, and I guess candlelit lotus flowers too. I do want to spend some more time looking at the pleasure boat because I really love the style of the pier that they've created here. The colour is also gorgeous, plus the gold detailing. Oh, of course, red and gold, duh. There's also the lovely red pattern on the sails with what I believe is a traditional Chinese instrument called a peeper. Let me play you something quickly because I am desperately hoping we get some music like this, and they did say fairy music, so clearly we're getting some new music. Okay, back to my rambling. It does appear to be a very nicely decorated sampan boat, which is a traditional Chinese boat, small, very common. They have some very lovely ones in Hong Kong that you can ride. Really, I'm most excited for the photo ops. Later in the teaser, we get to see the hot air balloons that we're used to in Floral Wish, and I believe that this is actually by the pier and not on the new islands. So I guess that means that we're getting fireworks in the night sky, just like the shooting stars that we're seeing right now. I do wonder if it will be like a all through the night display, or something that plays maybe once every hour in-game. I did consider before if maybe it was tied to an outfit, and you still might be able to summon fireworks in photo mode with the new outfits, but I feel like this scene shows that you'll be able to just enjoy the view during the event. Speaking of outfits, we don't have many clues at all towards what they might look like. There's such a difference between the colour palette on the islands with the draping and the balloons, and then the pleasure boat pier area. I do hope that means we're getting something that fits the fun, fair vibes, as well as something more traditional that matches the Chinese New Year colours. I guess we don't have long to wait until we find out more, given the stream is not that long away at all. Also, I'm stupid, and not enough of you have called me out on getting my time zones completely mixed up. According to World Time Buddy, 7 PM in Beijing is actually 11 AM in the UK, so I can actually watch the stream. I won't be able to understand it, but I'll watch it, and I'll pop a video up tomorrow as soon as I can. Okay, so that's everything for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.